our
Hey,
correspondent
Tomas.
on the latest with COVID-19 in the Northern Marianas. Good morning, Tomas.
Good morning, Chris and Bree. Here's the latest on containing COVID in the Northern Marianas. The CNMI confirmed its 15th case of COVID-19 yesterday on Saipan. The NMI Governor's Office says that a 17-year-old male was identified as a result of contact tracing and the community testing initiative. The task force adds that with consultation with the CDC, HCC considers this case not to be part of a new infection chain and is not considered infectious. Of the now total 15 confirmed cases, 2 have died and 12 have recovered. They add that he did not exhibit symptoms of COVID-19 and was confirmed for diagnosis at CHCC laboratory. KUAM reached out to CEO Esther Munya last night asking what does it mean to have a confirmed case that is not considered infectious. This is a response that CHCC CEO Esther Munya gave to KUAM. She says that the 17-year-old's mom was one of the 14 positive cases before. At the time when his mom was diagnosed, because he didn't present with symptoms, he wasn't tested. The CEO adds that he was tested at community-based testing and still presented with no symptoms. He's no longer infectious. She clarifies with KUAM that we validated it with the FDA-approved test. Per the doctors and CDC, it is likely the test is detecting viral debris that remain in cells. She adds that it is determined that it is not considered a new infection chain and therefore non-infectious. Also in other news, NMI Congressman Kilili sharing that $27.9 million are secured for the Marianas education, urges the governor to fully fund the public school system. In a letter to the governor today, Congressman Sablan urged the governor to use the set-aside funds for the public school system so that all furloughed PSS teachers and staff can be paid in full for what they're owed for this school year. And so the 10,000 students of the public school system here in the NMI have the greatest possible opportunity to learn. The Commonwealth budgeted $37.7 million for the public school system in fiscal year 20 Appropriations Act, and only $11.9 million so far has been conveyed to the school system. And more news on the stimulus checks for the Northern Marianas. The Department of Finance announces opening of stimulus check web portal for direct deposit. That website is finance.gov.mp/stimulus. Again, this is for the Northern Marianas, finance.gov.mp/stimulus. They say that upon entering the web portal, residents will need the following items: a copy of your 2019 tax return if it was filed, a copy of your 2018 tax return, and your banking information. Also, we're waiting to hear back from CNMI Governor Torres's press secretary on whether or not KUAM will have a one-on-one interview with CNMI Governor Ralph Torres after repeated requests for interview. And Bring Chris, as you know, will be interviewing leaders for the Saipan Chamber of Commerce at 11 a.m. as they unveil their plan for proposal to open up business in the Northern Marianas. That's the latest here on Saipan.
Thank you so much, Tomas. Just wanted to play a little song for you here. I'll put you on hold so you can hear it. I play this for all the FD kids.
And to you, Tomas.
Everybody who's supposed to graduate, but the COVID. Yeah, and Tomasa, you're supposed to graduate today, right?
Sorry, Chris, what was that?
You were supposed to graduate today? Is today your graduation?
Yeah, well, I woke up at 4 a.m. and I took my last final exam ever of undergrad. So happy to be finished. And it's so funny because I run into a lot of people who've been watching the news and they're like, "You're still in school?" Yeah, I'm still in school, but now I just finished my undergrad. So happy to.
Hey, to all the graduates out there.
Congratulations.
So many of us are at home, but you know what? We're going to continue to celebrate at home through Zoom parties and all of that stuff. And guess what, Chris?
What?
We don't mute on our Zoom parties.
Yay, no muting allowed. I'm going to get you a lei with like a bunch of hand sanitizer and
Man, speaking
Clorox
of
wipes.
muting. What is up with the governor and the CNMI? Like, zero press conference since, I don't even know, since ever since, it seems.
What's interesting is that as we're trying to get, yesterday we were told that we might get an interview today, so we were planning for that, had all the questions ready, sent the subject areas over. But so far, what we're hearing right now from the press secretary, Kevin Bautista, too, is that he hasn't had FaceTime with the governor to even ask him. So that's the additional barrier that we're being told is in place now. So we hope to get him tomorrow. And Bree, even you've offered the morning, every day on the morning radio show for him to call in addition to a one-on-one interview with me. So, our schedule's wide open. We hope to hear.
That's right. So give us a call. We'd like to do this interview with CNMI Governor. I'm sure the people would love to hear from you, other than your Facebook posts. So thank you.
We'll continue to keep them updated. So again, those latest numbers, the CNMI has 15 confirmed cases of COVID-19 with 2 deaths and 12 recoveries. And just an update on the total number of community-based testing specimens collected so far since we begun in the CNMI. That's now at 1,797. So we're waiting for more results.
All right. Thanks again, Tomas.
Okay, wait, Tomas.
Congratulations.
Yes. Tomas, this is Jace. Right before you go, you actually do have a special shout out from Benita Manglona, who is saying, "Congrats, Tommy. We're very, very proud of you." And man, yeah. I also wanted to say, do you realize,
Thank you so much,
Chris and I are like the big sports guys, right? Do you realize the sacrilege, the heresy you are committing by transferring, basically doing your undergrad studies at UC Berkeley and now, in theory, going to grad school at Stanford? So when it comes to the big game, who are you going to cheer for? Are you all Golden Bears or are you all Cardinal now?
I'm not ashamed to admit I don't go to the game, so I won't be cheering on either team.
Well, no one's going to the games now, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks again. Really appreciate the KUM family and everyone who's tuning in, wanting to get informed. So thanks so much again, y'all.
Well, just so everybody knows, Tomas is our news boy.
Please don't let that trend.
Can you guys hashtag that news boy?
Oh boy, here it goes, trending.
Tomas Manglona is our news boy. No matter how old you are, no matter how mamulu you are, even if you graduate, you're still going to be our news boy.
Oh yeah, I was talking to Lacey from the newsroom, and she goes, "You're 12, right?"
No, 13. You're the same age as Ricky Hernandez.
Oh my goodness. All right, we're going to leave it at that.
Okay, right. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris. Bye.
Wash your hands.
Take care.
All right.
Again, congratulations to Tomas and all the graduates of 2020. What a year. And how sad. No graduation ceremonies.
What a year. That doesn't even, wow.
However, we are doing our job here to, give all of the grads of the class of 2020.
Before I forget, also congratulations to Notre Dame kids. They were supposed to walk this weekend.
Right.
Oh, okay. So if you want to see and you want to actually send your love to the class of 2020 grads, make sure to email class of2020@kuam.com. We've got a segment that runs on Wednesdays and Fridays that we do that. And I don't know if you guys have seen, but there's also a special broadcast that's coming up, I believe, on the 16th. All 4 TV networks are going to do it. YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, and TikTok. And they've got this big star-studded event. It's this big concert, and they have, LeBron James pumped a heck of a lot of money into it, because he said, he never went to college, obviously he went straight to the NBA, but he said that was one of the proudest moments of his life, to stand with his friends for the last time on the stage. And it said it just breaks his heart not to have kids do that, but he's like, hey, you know what, I'm going to put on a show for you because you guys are unique. Yeah. And that's going to show on KUM as well, so I can't wait to see that.
Send in your pictures and your messages. I know that some of them that don't make it onto the show, onto the broadcast, they're all on a KUAM Communications Facebook page.
Yeah, and we've got a Facebook photo album that we're going to keep pumping into, and that's that one. We had some of them up yesterday, and already you can see, the emotion and the pride is really starting to pour out. So 2020 grads, man, this is your year, and we are not going to leave you guys behind. You guys earned it.
All right. Congratulations again. Make sure to go to our Facebook page. Is it our Facebook page? What was the email address?
Class of 2020@kuam.com. And then if you go to our Facebook page, we've got the album that we'll be adding to, probably throughout the summer. I know the Class of 2020 segment airs on Wednesdays and Fridays on our TV channels and also on our social media platforms, and all through May and all through June.
Right, and there was I think almost 100 on KUM Communications Facebook last night.
Yeah, well, we got way more than that on the email address. That's
oh really?
Yeah, I mean we have got so many, and just like we're doing with the COVID heroes, we're going to say congratulations to all of you graduates.
Right.
Okay.
And don't worry. Remember, Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio made the commitment to redo Easter after the COVID. So I'm pretty sure we can redo graduation after the COVID. 9:53. Bree, did you want to go over the results in the JIC, and then we'll end on our good note?
Okay.
She's like curveball. Right on.
All right, so the latest from the Joint Information Center, they released the numbers last night around 10:35. Total of 90 individuals were tested for COVID-19 on Wednesday, and 2 tested positive. The number of confirmed cases of COVID-19 on Guam now is at 151. Again, 5 deaths and 123 released from isolation.